You know. But wajib, write down jaiz, write down mustahil. These have to be known. The meaning of necessary, inconceivable, and conceivable. Necessary, wajib, is that which the intellect cannot conceive its non-existence. Inconceivable, which is mustahil, is that which the intellect cannot conceive its existence. And conceivable, which is jaiz, is that which the intellect can conceive either its existence or its non-existence. Jazakallahu khairan ya akhi. You put an alif after that? Yeah. Barakallahu ta'ala fiki.
And then what was the last one?
Mustahil.
That's not the second one.
It doesn't.
It's in order, different order.
Yeah. It's like this. Wajib really is the second one. Jaiz is last.
No,
But-
wajib is the first one.
Huh?
Wajib is the first one.
Wajib is the first one. Mustahil is the second one. Jaiz is last.
No.
I said it differently. I must be.
Yeah.
Wait, let me pour this on my brain. I'm not gonna drink it this time. I'm gonna pour it on my brain this time. Bismillah. Wajib is first. I'm gonna watch this later and be like, man, I don't believe I was messing up like that. No, wajib is first,
No.
right? Because that is Allah and His qualities. Allah is wajib. Wajib al-wujud. Allah's existence is necessary. So because of the sharaf, or because of the honor of that category, we start off with that. Because we're, by affirming wajib, we're affirming the existence of Allah and His qualities. So that's wajib. And then we have the mustahil. The mustahil is the impossible, the inconceivable, that which can never be. We say that secondly, so that we negate Allah Ta'ala having a likeness, having a partner, there being other God besides Allah Ta'ala. So that's La ilaha illallah. And then jaiz. Jaiz is what Allah Ta'ala may make happen or not make happen. The existence of it is equally conceivable as a non-existence. A person get rich, a person have a baby, a person die. All of that is conceivable. All of that stuff is possible. Any of those things can happen. And there's a general thing that all Muslims have to believe, right? And it's wajib on every, when we say wajib here we mean Islamically, it's wajib on every mukallaf to recognize and to know. There's a general understanding of that and then detail. Sheikh Sa'id Fuda of Jordan, Hafidhahullah wa barakallahu ta'ala fihi wa nafa'allahu bih, one of the greatest Sunni theologians of this age, walhamdulillah. Sheikh Sa'id Fuda says in his explanation of al-Barahin, he says, وَأَمَّا مَا يَلْزَمُ الْمُكَلَّفْ مَعْرِفَتُهُ فَإِنَّنَا نَذْكُرُهُ هُنَا عَلَى وَجْهِ الْإِجْمَالِ ثُمَّ نَشْرَعُ فِي تَفْصِيلِهِ. And as for that, what is necessary for the mukallaf basically is the person of responsibility. Al-mukallaf huwa al-baligh al-aqil alladhi balaghathu ad-da'wah. The definition of the mukallaf, or the Islamically responsible person, the one who the rules of Islam are binding on them. The mukallaf is the one who's baligh, meaning the person who is post-pubescent, meaning they have reached puberty. They have either had a wet dream, they have either ejaculated, had a wet dream, had a period for a woman, had a time of month or such, or they reached the age of 15. That person has become baligh. And aqil meaning that they are not in a coma, or they're not mentally retarded, they're not majnoon, they have a sound mind, they have an intellect, a mind that can work, right? And the da'wah has reached them. The da'wah of Islam has reached them, the message of Islam has reached them. That person is a mukallaf. That person is a mukallaf, okay? It is binding upon the mukallaf to know, generally, to know that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala okay, فَهُوَ مَا يَثْبُتُ فِي عَقْلِ اللَّهِ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ هُوَ قِسْمَانِ عَامٌ وَمُفَصَّلٌ. There's a general thing that they must know and a detailed thing. The general is that a person knows and believes that every perfection is wajib for Allah. And the wajib here, meaning that it is necessary for Allah. Every perfection is necessary for Allah. And the detailed explanation of that is that a person must know and believe in the 20 qualities that are necessary for Allah. And those qualities are mentioned in this book. They are mentioned on page number 3.
Assalamu alaikum.
They're mentioned on page number 3, and it continues to page number 4. Those are the things which are wajib. So what is wajib?
Okay, what is necessary? Okay, I see.
You see that?
Yeah.
It is binding, it is wajib on every legally responsible individual to know what is necessary for Allah and for His messengers. What is inconceivable for Him, the Most High, and for them, and what is conceivable regarding Him, the Most High, and regarding them. What is necessary for Allah, Most High, in general. What is necessary for Allah, Most High, in general, is His being characterized by every perfection. This is because He is the creator of everything, and dominion over everything is His. He is ancient, meaning qadim, with no beginning to His firstness, and eternal with no ending to His lastness. So then they say in detail, what is necessary for Allah Ta'ala, the Most High, in detail. In detail, 20 attributes are necessary regarding Allah the Most High, and they are existence, wujud, pre-eternality, al-qidam, eternality, al-baqa, dissimilarity to creation, mukhalafa lil-hawadith, self-subsistence, al-qiyamu bin-nafs, oneness, al-wahdaniyah, power, qudra, will, irada, knowledge, ilm, life, hayat, hearing, sama', sight, basar, speech, kalam, right? As well as being, Allah Ta'ala's being powerful, qadir, decreeing, murid, Allah Ta'ala being knowing, alim, living, hayy, hearing, sami', seeing, basir, and speaking, mutakallim. So these, like we said now, some people, and we're going to go over this on Sunday too. This is, I'm rushing through this just as an overbrush, just so that the next few days you'll have something to think about, inshallah, for the next class. We want to talk about, inshallah, tabaraka wa ta'ala, what is wajib for Allah, right? And the understanding of al-hukm al-aqli, the intellectual judgment. What intellectual judgment is? Judgment is إثبات أمر لأمر ونفي أمر عن أمر. إثبات أمر لأمر means to affirm something for something. That's judgment. And then وَنَفْيُ أَمْرٍ عَنْ أَمْرٍ, and to negate something from something. So there's two types of judgment. There's an affirmative judgment and there's a negative judgment. And those happen, in this science, those happen in the mind. A person affirms or negates, right? So there's the judge, which is the actual person with the intellect, and then there's the thing that is judged and the thing that it is judged with. So if a person, for instance, says, that you, for instance, you are late, right? So the judge is the person who's speaking. And the person who is late, that person is the one who is being judged, that the judgment falls upon. What they're being judged with is lateness, right? So when a person uses a sentence, the subject and the predicate of a sentence, the subject and the predicate, that the predicate is the judgment for the subject. You know what I'm saying? Zayd is here. So Zayd is the thing that the judgment is falling on. And being here, that description is that judgment that falls on Zayd. And the judge is the one who is speaking. Which is why we have to be careful with the things that we say. Because what you say is a judgment. Everything, like when a mufti, for instance, a person asks a mufti for a fatwa, the mufti has to be very careful because the fatwa, that's a fatwa. That's a religious judgment. That's a ruling. When a person speaks, they're making rulings and judgments without even realizing it. Which is why a person shouldn't say something that they don't know. Allah said in the Quran, وَلَا تَقْفُ مَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ. Don't say something you have no knowledge of. Don't follow that you have no knowledge about. If you don't have knowledge about it, don't say it. Find out. You know what I'm saying? So in this religion, we have to have that mentality that the things that we say, we're affirming or negating things. So we're making judgments all the time. We're making judgments all the time, even just through our speech. I am